What is going on, guys? So I hope you're all having a good day. There are a couple things that I didn't do in the last video that I said I was going to do, and I realized that after the fact because I just was running. Honestly, I wasn't even honestly thinking. ADHD moment, whatever you want to call it. But I have my lug nut. That needs to go on that back wheel. And also, since we're already here, I went ahead and pulled the bumper off, got it all situated, tires off, everything. So that way I can do an oil change on this and not have the chain rattling whenever I start the car. So we're going to put this on real quick, and then we're going to go ahead and start working on doing the oil change on it. And then, hopefully, by the end of this, go on maybe just a little drive in the countryside. So, yeah. So, in typical fashion, how it always goes, I went to crawl down under there, go ahead, get everything set up, and I look down, and I see that right there. And, at first I wanted to say, oh, it was condensation or any number of things. I tried playing it off, thinking that maybe, just maybe, it wasn't something big.
Oil.
That is in fact oil. And I don't know where it's coming from, and I haven't fully seen it yet. So, yeah, let's go under there and see more or less the damage. We are not off to a good start, because as soon as I crawl under, it is super shiny under here. And that's no bueno. So, if we crawl a little further, it looks like it's coming from the transmission. And now, there is oil, like, on the bottom of the trans. Not what you want to see. But for the time being, just for now, we're going to go ahead and change the oil. Because that's what we're here for. That's what we're going to do. And then we'll continue looking at that afterwards. Now, when they got the oil changed, like I said, they did an oversized drain plug. So I don't know if it's an 18, a 15, a 16, what. So we're going to start with an 18. I also have a 19 just in case. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and bust this drain plug loose. Okay, I was joking when I said that. It's actually an 18. Something tells me that this is going to go really bad. I don't like how that felt. Either this is going to be a normal oil change or this is about to be I need to drop the oil pan. Either it shoots out like 6 miles or stays like 2 inches. One of the two. Oh, no.
Oh no!
Oh, that's not what you want to see. That is metallic. Oh, dude, you've got to be kidding me. I don't even know what to say right now. Man, I don't know what to say to that, honestly and truly. Well, I mean, on the good side, we have another motor. We're already talks of, doing things to it, making it a little quicker. But for right now, I guess I'm just going to have to baby this engine because, like I said, that was a lot of glitter coming out. And I didn't like the way that it came out, if that makes sense. So I'm going to let this thing drip until it is completely empty, kind of hang out for a minute. And then I'm going to grab the oil filter so that way I don't make a massive mess in my garage like I just did with the drain plug bolt, because now that is all over the floor. After all that, getting the drain plug and everything put back in, honestly, it didn't take that long to drain, but it's just basically doing the exact opposite of what I did to take it out. So now, the next thing is getting the oil filter off. Now, I'm going to tell you, honestly, on the 8th gens, they are really terrible in placement because you have your whole strut tower, your steering, and everything else is just all up in the way. So the only way to get it is to squeeze your arms in there to reach it. And then it just makes a big old mess, and it's just a nightmare to get to it. And it doesn't help that that one is currently covered in oil from I don't even know where. So yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and grab it, get it off, and get this new one on. So that way I can put it all back together and at least have the oil done. Oh yeah, that looks real yummy and real glittery. That's not good. That is so bad. Now something that I do is just go ahead and grab your oil. Whatever you're using, doesn't matter. I personally run castor oil on this car. It's been something I've ran forever at this point. And
Nice.
goodness, what the? So what I do, basically, one of the things is go ahead and fill up the filter just a little bit because, you know, don't want to waste. Pour it till it's full, rotate it around, and just do it for a second. Because when you're doing that, you're getting oil already to the filter and the wick on the inside, like the cotton and everything that it is used to hold all of the contaminants in your engine. So it's easier to just go through, go ahead and give it a little bit of a pre-fill. And then because of how I poured it, it's gonna leave excess up here at the top. And you can just take your finger and then just use some to run around the edge of it onto the seal. And one thing I cannot stress enough, it hasn't happened to me, but there are people that I know that have had happen to them, and that is double gasketing, and it is a nightmare from my understanding. So it's easy just to go through, double check, feel around up there where you had the oil filter just to make sure. Now in this case I don't, the filter had the gasket on it and there's nothing up there. So now just take our new filter that has been thoroughly filled and put it back in. Now that that's done, we're gonna go ahead and throw the tire back on, get this thing back on the ground, and start filling it up with oil. And then we need to move it out of the way so I can clean up the oil and stuff that did in fact fall all over the floor. But what we are going to do is go ahead, throw the GoPro on, go for a quick little test drive. We're not even going to worry about throwing on the bumper because it isn't going to hurt it to not have it on while we do this quick little test run down the road and maybe go through some back roads. Maybe. To reset the oil life on this thing takes forever. You can do it. I believe in you. It's been a while since I've reset the trip on this thing. There we go. All right, new oil. Well, that was a new one. No funny noises, no leaks. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe, nope, that is oil. That's oil from the transmission. I can tell that for sure.
Hello?
Really cannot wait for my new glasses to get here. Because every little thing, every time the light catches my eye, it looks like somebody's standing beside me. So I really just about squared up with the wall. Ladies and gentlemen, I messed up big. I did not tighten this wheel.
I'm in danger!
Now I can go on the drive. It just keeps stacking. Thing we're gonna fix in the next video is the rattling and stuff that's gonna drive me up the walls. Also, we're gonna fix all the leaks and stuff on top of the oil, drain plug and all that need to be, But we're back from the test drive. No more negativity. We're gonna look at positives. Holy crap, that is a big old either bug or rock chip. Anyways, so with it, yes, it is leaking oil. Yes, I know where it's at. Sadly, the reason why it sucks with the drain plug is, again, all the metal shavings and stuff that come off whenever you put those oversized drain plugs in, they have grooves cut into them, almost like teeth. And what they do is they go through and they more or less tap and die a new hole for it, just a bigger size. The downside, is that they sit there and all the metal shavings and stuff that it is currently eating away out of the old oil, or well, where the old drain plug would go, is now in the oil pan. So with that being said, now we have to go through and look at the possibilities. And the main possibilities are, one, the metal shavings are still in this motor. Nothing I can do about it, is what is. They've been picked up by the oil pump. They've been sent through and into God knows every single crevice of this engine. So with that being said, this is my solution. This is the original block for this car, and it has been sitting for years, and I've done nothing with it. As you can tell, evident by the drilled, or not drilled, brain rust on the frame. Oh my. As you can tell by the surface rust in the cylinders. I haven't touched this thing, but that's going to change. So with everything going on, this is going to be what I'm going to start working on, because the body damage and stuff like that, I have to set it up on weekends where I'm off work, whereas I can buy parts for this and slowly start building it. And I know that I've neglected the red truck. There are things in the background that have happened and haven't happened with it, and that's why I haven't really filmed a lot with it. So if you started watching because of that, trust me, it will continue to happen, just not at the moment. But with that being said, my camera's about to die. So is my microphone. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys later.